was a kid, I used to do all these art classes at the Des Moines Arts Center, and one of the first classes I did was just a basic photography program, and it was primarily photograms, like actually pretty simple, not even utilizing a camera at that point. I'm very interested in portraiture, and it started out as just a way of documenting my friends and family that at that time, and then has expanded so that it's oftentimes people that I meet or people who have expressed some interest in my photography, as well as people I've become friends with or just attracted to for some reason, like something about them sparks my interest, or something about the dynamic in their familial relationships sparks my interest. Trying to get somebody comfortable enough to sort of get a really accurate depiction of that person, you know. So, and that takes time, because people immediately, especially with kids, and we're so conditioned to smile for the camera or to hide that. From my experience, it happened that I moved into this area, and we lived in a rural community in a house where we have well water and a septic system, and I couldn't set up a darkroom because I had no way to safely dispose of the chemicals, and I'm not enrolled in a program, and I didn't know a lot of people in the area, and I started to volunteer here, and then found out they had a darkroom here, and so it snowballed for me, and it still feels like it's kind of early days. I haven't been able to utilize the space as much as I would like to, but I love that the folks here were so accommodating and also just generous, because they recognized how, the struggle and because it is very difficult if you're not in an academic setting, or if you don't have your own darkroom built. I actually am a little floored that I've had this opportunity, because when we moved here, I really kind of struggled with what I was going to do, if I was actually going to have to bite the bullet and transfer, start working in digital, and then having to do a pretty big capital investment, with printers and changing all that sort of stuff over. And this has actually allowed me to continue to work the way I like to work, which is film, paper, getting my hands wet, and seeing these sort of images magically appear and be able to manipulate them physically rather, without the touch of the mouse. I'm attracted to the traditional processes. I still use a camera I use for most of my projects is older than I am, which is 30s, so 30 years old. So, and I'm shooting film, medium format for the most part, and then printing in the darkroom here at the William King. So coming here, shutting the door, turning on the red lights, and sitting in the basically in the dark, and really studying the negatives and the images that are coming out. That for me really helps. It's really